The other day, while I was doom scrolling on the toilet until my legs fell asleep, I realized something. I never broke up with my girlfriend from elementary school. So happy 25th anniversary, Michelle. Oh, and that every single DVD clip that came across my feed was the same. Anytime a new short popped up, it would be a compilation of flashlight saves, someone looping for a few minutes, trash talking the killer, and after a while they all blended into this repetitive slop. So what happened? Why is every single video and clip the same? Well, my fellow fog dweller, it all comes down to two major reasons. First reason, lack of game variety. Unlike other games, Dead by Daylight has barely evolved in the last 9 years. We still have the same 7 gens, the same hooks, the same chases, the same salt. The game has been stuck in this time loop of having new faces with the same setting. It's not easy adding variety to a game with such an unique playstyle, right?
Wrong.
Well, let's compare this to another game that's been around for almost the same amount of time as DBD. Fortnite. Yup, Fortnite. A battle royale mixed with building. That's pretty niche if you ask me. Once it gained traction, it opened the doors to new collabs and game modes. But unlike DBD, they started experimenting with different game modes and became more of a game hub than a game with a singular premise. Want a race? We got you. Want to build? Here's some mode for it. Do you just want to do parkour? Or there's a lot of maps for that. Hell, they even have Guitar Hero now. Now let's see what DBD is doing. Still on the same gens? Wow! Good job! I know that comparing Fortnite and DBD is like apples and oranges, but I'm not focusing on the game itself, but how they took a niche playstyle and expanded upon it. Plus, I like comparing it to Fortnite since everyone is talking about DBD. It's just becoming horror Fortnite with these new collabs, which is pretty funny. Having the same core gameplay for nearly a decade hasn't just limited the player experience, but it put content creators on a chokehold. We love the game, but there's only so much we can do when every match plays out almost exactly the same. So to keep the entertainment running, creators have to come up with some insane ideas using the same clips over and over. Now you might be yelling, but Ike, what about the modifiers? We do have some game variety. Yes, the 3 modifiers. On rotation. I can't wait for 2v8 to come back so I can do the same thing I do in normal queue, except with more people. And I get it. DBD's structure is so unique that making something new and exciting for veteran and new players is very difficult, but not impossible. Here are some quick examples of game modes that would be fun. Skill Check Showdown, a Mario Party style minigame to play with survivors where you compete against each other on who can fix a generator faster with insane skill checks that get worse as the time goes on. 4v1. 4 killers load into a timed match with a single survivor. The trick? The survivor is all juiced up with perma-haste and wall hacks, forcing the 4 killers to work together to catch the survivor before the time runs out. PropHunt. Survivors turn into lockers, totems, haystacks, whatever, and the killer has to find them all before the time runs out. They keep teasing us about adding this game mode, but they haven't released anything about it besides, hey, it exists. Are these ideas perfect? No, I came up with them while taking a dump. But if I can think of something fun on the toilet, I bet an actual paid development team with experience can do something better. Game variety has shown to help retain players. If you don't believe me, check the stats during events. We always get a spike of players who leave once the event is over. Having variation also gives content creators a bigger sandbox to play in. Being stuck in the same game mode has made creators repeat the same content for almost a decade, which also fuels the next issue, the content creator blueprint. If you've been in the DVD community for more than 10 minutes, you've noticed that the same big creators float to the top. And fair enough, they've earned their spot. But the downside? Their playstyle becomes the blueprint for every creator. It becomes a huge game of copycat. Aaron runs a new build, now everyone's running it. Odd says tunneling out the weakest survivor is the way to go. Now there's hundreds of people doing exactly that. In a game where the only variation comes from perks and powers, the end result is a content loop that feels identical. The only true way for a new creator to stick out from the rest is to do something insane like 200 plus escape streak using a Samsung refrigerator. The pool is oversaturated with repetitive content, and it's not because there's no passion, it's because we're all jam-packed into a kiddie pool and no one wants to admit they've been peeing in it for 9 years. So what can we do? Well, not much, honestly. The most we can do is stay creative. Don't just copy what you just saw. Run something weird. Be experimental. Flood the gates with new ideas online. Dead by Daylight is a game I love, and hopefully with videos like these, someone with a salary will see it and give us a bigger pool to swim in. But until then, happy anniversary, Michelle. Thank you for watching, and thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!